You know very deep inside you that you're watching this video because you agree with one truth. And it is that you don't have to work hard to be abundant and to be wealthy. And it's a lie that people say that you have to work your butt off to be wealthy and abundant.
This is part 2 of our Effortless creation series, and make sure to check out part 1 as well, where we talk about how you can live life effortlessly without working hard for it. People seem to really enjoy it. Today we will talk about how you can create or manifest money, pure money, cash, in your life without working for it. You know, there are infinite ways how a synchronicity or how a manifestation could appear in your life. You know that, right? There are infinite possibilities how it could happen. So there is definitely also possibility that it can happen without you working for it, without you lifting a finger for it. And we are very much proof of that it's possible. And we will talk about exactly how you can do it as well in this video. So make sure to watch until the end. If you're interested in manifesting money through your business or through some contribution that you're going to do, if you want to manifest abundance in your life and become somebody completely else, the next video will be exactly for you, where we will talk about how you can manifest money through your business. But today is just simple, plain manifesting of cash, manifesting of money.
First of all, very important information in the very beginning.
You currently have a comfort level, a thermostat that is set at a specific temperature of what kind of money, what kind of number you feel comfortable with in your life. And it's really funny because it seems like no matter how hard you work or how little you work for it, you always end up around the same number. That is a really big bottleneck in your life, because you don't want to have this ceiling above your head that says I only can have $50,000 or only can have $10,000 in my bank account or to my name. You don't want to have that ceiling. You want to be unlimited. So think about it for a short moment. What is your current ceiling? What is approximately the number of money that you usually always end up having at the end of every month? Write down the exact number that is your current comfort level of money, and right next to it the date of today.
Mm-hmm.
This will be very important later.
It's like when you walk into somebody's home and they are not heating their house at all in the winter, and you feel super cold there, but those people are feeling very, very good in there. It's like people are good with smaller amount of money, but it's their comfort level and they are absolutely fine with it and they are happy in that particular temperature or money level. But if you would like to increase it, you will have to be ready to be comfortable in that level.
Now that you have written down the number of your current comfort level, let's write down the number that you would like to have instead. But make it believable for you, because when I did that, I was writing a number of like 10 million, $100 million. And it's amazing, you know, it's not saying it's impossible, but for me, it was absolutely unbelievable. I was seeing this number and I would still project it way out there in the future, and I couldn't believe in it. And it's very difficult if you have a number that you just will have a really hard time to overcome your limited belief.
And also, when we manifested a big amount of money, we really didn't know what to do with that money. First, we really were so lost because you have such an amount of money that you are so contracted, you have no idea what to do with it. Because you are so scared to act on it because you don't believe it, then it can happen to you. So we want you to feel comfortable with your amount, which you manifest, so you don't make the same mistakes as we did.
Yeah, because just imagine if you're already feeling super cozy and comfortable with your new money amount before it even appears. Once it's there, you will be actually just like, wow, relaxed, calm. You can actually enjoy it. If you are manifesting the money without having that comfort level, it is possible. People do it all the time. But then it's very likely that you're going to lose it very quickly again, or that you just feel contracted or stressed or worried that you might lose it.
You probably heard about those lottery winners that in a year or year and a half or 2 years, they have nothing anymore because they lost the money. They just were still on the same level and they just won so much money and they just lost it. They spent it, and it doesn't work for anybody this way. You have to really truly tune yourself into that level so you will be comfortable with this money and you know how to act with this money.
That's the best example, because I think that about 90% of lottery winners are ending up with the same amount after a few years or even after a few months than they had before, or even less. So this is really, really important. So write down the new number. What would you feel comfortable with? What would be a new step for you? See it like a stairway. You can always increase it later, but just take the first step and write down that number now. All right, have you written it down? Now I want you to put the number aside and to just sit up or lay down, just get comfortable for a moment. If you're driving, of course, don't do it right now. But just get comfortable, close your eyes, and now sit with this number. Feel it. Feel the number within you, in every cell of your body. And feel it all around you. A big bubble of energy that holds your money. It's yours. Everywhere you go, you carry it with you. This big bubble of energy. That's your money. It's yours. You carry it with you because you know you have this money. It is you. And feel it. Okay, you can slowly come back. How did that feel for you? How did that make you feel to sit with this number, to really tune into it, to notice what it does in your body? If it feels still a little bit uncomfortable, that's very natural. It takes some practice that we get into this comfort level, and you can do this exercise every day, as often as possible, until you really embody that person. And I always imagine it like this huge bubble of energy around me, and I can sense it, I'm connected to this energy. This is my wealth, and I walk with it. And whenever you go, for example, you walk from home to your work, set yourself a little reminder in your head that you say, okay, I'm going to walk like that person that has that money already. That's how I always did it.
And if you feel like, oh, it doesn't make sense and it's nothing for me, I think it's silly, remember that your brain has no idea that you're basically living in a fake world for a moment. If you feel really the feeling about your bubble, about your money, and about how you would feel and experience this amount of money in your life, your brain can't make a difference between real life and this imaginary world. It's exactly like somebody tells you something's wrong with you, or somebody shows you some video and you tune into that and you're crying because somebody in that video died, and it's so real for you. So try to hack your brain for this and think about it, that it's creating same chemicals like you would already have that in your body. You create the money chemicals basically in your body. It's fun.
That's very good what you're saying, because I just remembered now as well. That's something that I sometimes do. A little second exercise, a little bonus here. So just close your eyes once more. Just remember a place that you have visited that a lot of people haven't seen yet. Maybe you've been to Europe once, maybe you've been to the Bahamas, a place where not a lot of people have went to. For you, it feels very normal that you can sense the brain structure, the network in your brain tells you that you have already been there, you have already experienced this. Okay, so now you feel that's normal for me. I have already been there, this is my truth. Now you're going to think of a place where you have never been, but you would like to go one day, or you have heard people that went there. And just imagine that you would be there. It is currently not feeling like you have experienced it yet, because the networks in your brain, they don't show that you have already done it. So this is exactly what we're doing with this exercise. We're teaching our body, we're teaching our brain, we're creating the networks that say that we have already done it. And then it is always normal. Do you understand what I mean with this?
Mm-hmm.
That's a really cool exercise and very good for you to visualize how it can feel differently once you actually embody that new person.
That's what we did when we wanted to travel to Mexico, to Cancun. And first time it wasn't even feeling for us like we are there when we were actually there, when we manifested that. But the next time we already knew where we are going and we could already feel it into that beforehand that we are there. It was really fun.
And then we went twice to the same destination. It was unreachable for us in the beginning, and now it's absolutely normal. We can talk about it. The brain, the networks in our brain already show that we have done it. Once more, be aware that you can manifest money and you can lose it again. This is what happened to us. We had this point where we reached this really big number, and I personally felt super stressed about it. I was worried that I could lose it. I was like, oh my gosh, that was just luck, and what if it just disappears all again? And you need to be aware that this could happen. That's why we really want you to do it the correct way, that you are already putting your thermostat up to your new level, to your new comfort level. We would love for you to practice with this affirmation all the time. You can already use this affirmation before the money has appeared in your life. I'm so grateful for my wealth. I feel comfortable with it. I feel calm with it. This is my normal. Thank you, and I love you. Use this affirmation all the time because it will just teach your body that you can relax into this. You don't have to stress about it. You don't have to worry about it. Petra and me, we manifested big sums of money already. And this also allowed us that we didn't have to work for the past almost 6 years. And it is really great. It's an amazing feeling if you can manifest this money. We are still provided for by the divine.
What is important about manifesting bigger sum of money is that we still kept living very humble, very frugal. We didn't allow ourselves to live a little bit like we didn't put our thermostat higher so we could actually go on and on with our very frugal life. We could definitely spend much more money and enjoy much more, but we were not ready for it and we didn't do this correctly, I guess, but we've learned a lot. We know that we're not ready to receive and we were not ready to give to ourselves and to be so kind and nice to ourselves that we would just go and spend it because we couldn't handle it yet.
We did a little bit of both. Sometimes we would really go on amazing vacations and have a really abundant and beautiful time, or we bought ourselves a car with that money. But usually the day-to-day living, we were super frugal, or we still are.
And I think we still will be
Yes.
very frugal
Yes.
because this is who we are and we actually know that people don't really need much, a lot of clothes and
Designer
brands.
clothes doesn't mean much to us.
Yeah, because why would I wear somebody else's name on my body? It's my body. Why would I have to wear Louis Vuitton or Gucci name on it? Like it's your name. I'm not gonna wear. It's like in a kindergarten, you know. This is my clothes, and there's written my name, so I recognize it.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why we created this really cool brand where we have the shirts with thank you and I love you, some beautiful affirmations that you can wear.
It's also Warren Buffett also goes to eat to McDonald's every once in a while.
Yes.
So those
Still
people
lives in the same small house.
Yeah.
Has a
He
simple
does?
car. Yeah.
I didn't know.
For over 20 years, I think.
And it's because they are having the thermostat higher, they can afford things and they can go randomly to great vacations and so on. But the part which is humble and like really wanting to live frugal is still in them and they feel comfortable in it and they feel that's what they need, and we all need this. We think that we can live like Kim Kardashian or whatever, but I think they are also very happy in a cozy little space and snuggle up with some movie and popcorn. You know, they don't need huge things.
So we manifested a lot of money, but we still felt afterwards, and this could happen to you as well, that we missed something. We felt like we wanted to contribute in some way. We wanted to build something with our own names on it or with our own hand. We wanted to create something that we can contribute to society, because just having a lot of money is great. But I think then of those lottery winners, I saw a documentary of some lottery winners, and they are constantly just buying some random stuff. They buy some quad bikes, and they buy more land, and then they just cruise over that land, and then they buy a bigger swimming pool, and it's just all their life is just about consuming. They're not interested in creating anything or contributing in some way.
That's why we would like to have here watching these videos creators, because we know that to be a consumer, we are also very big consumers, that it's very important to be a creator, because now when we have AI and all these technologies, we are more likely to consume all the time. And life is worthy when we create, and we create for somebody else, and when we enrich somebody else's life. That's what I want to contribute with, and that's what makes me happy. Because when I know that somebody is feeling better after watching our video, I feel so happy about it, because I know that it matters that we do this. And thank you for your support, because we know that it matters for you, and we love to matter for you.
It's enriching. It's an enriching thing to do. Maybe
Both
even
ways.
more than money.
Both
Yes.
ways, yeah.
So if you're also a person that says, I would like to create my own business, or I would like to have a YouTube channel, I would like to have some product that I can bring on the market. If you would like to use effortless creation to create abundance through your business or through your contribution to this world, then make sure to watch this video next, where it's all about embodying the personality of an abundant person.